Hey everybody, this is going to be a tutorial on how to set up App Inventor for the Mac. If you're on a Windows computer, then that's okay too. There's just one additional step and it's not too hard. So I'll just mention that when it comes up, but let's jump right in. So first of all, you're going to go to appinventor.mit.edu and you'll get to this page. So the first thing you're going to want to do is click Explore here. And then right up here, we're going to click Learn. And then scroll down and you'll see Setup right here. Unfortunately, these installation packages are sort of buried in all of these links. So the next thing we're going to do is to scroll down a little bit, and then we'll see we have Mac, Linux, Windows here. So if you're Windows, obviously click here. We're going to go for Mac, and then download the installer. Okay, so after that finishes, we're just going to have a little icon on the desktop. I'm going to click here. So on a Mac, obviously it's a DMG, so it's going to mount that file. And then we'll be able to just go down here, find App Inventor, and set up the package. So just remember, if you double click the DMG and it doesn't do anything, that's normal. You're going to have to go into Finder and go find it down here. Of course, if you're on Windows, it's in exe, so it'll just run. Okay, so here we have the setup. So we'll just continue. Now here, this step on Windows, when it asks you where you want to install it, this is where you need to do the extra step. It'll ask you where you want to install it and show you a path, and you need to copy that path. So Control C on a Windows computer. You'll need that path for later. The reason you need to do that for Windows is Windows will automatically, or Mac will automatically recognize where you installed it, where Windows does not. Sometimes Windows will recognize where it is, but on the off chance that it doesn't, you should copy it just to be safe. So copy that link, and then we'll just hit install. And I need to put in my password. There we go. So that's all finished. We can unmount the drive and get rid of that. So now the path should be automatically recognized by our Mac. So we can go back to appinventor.mit.edu, and then this time we'll go to Invent and allow. You have to use a Google account for this, so be sure that you have a Google account. Alright, so here we are in App Inventor. I've got a bunch. It should bring you to this screen where it shows you all your projects. You should not have any if you're just setting it up at this moment, but let's click New and create a new project and just test it out and make sure it's all working. So we're going to call this project testing. And now it should bring us just to this empty screen. So right now we're just trying to make sure it works. So we're just going to see if the emulator is working. So up here we're going to click Open Blocks Editor. This is just a little Java plugin that will allow you to create those apps. And this part isn't affected by the installation that we just did. That was for the emulator. So we have to open the Blocks Editor first to be able to look at the emulator. Okay, so here we've got the editor, and then up here in this little bar we're going to click New Emulator, and it should tell us to wait a few minutes. And there we go. So if you get to this screen here with all the buttons and everything, it looks like a phone, then you're done. You know you've installed it successfully. On Windows, when you open this block editor, it will ask you for that path that you installed it to. So then that's when you're going to do paste, which is Control V. And then it should automatically find it after you put that in, and then New Emulator should link you right here. So that's it. That's how to get it all set up. And yeah, I hope this is helpful.